active guidance system on. We will probably also consider going to a duty cycle on the communication system in order to again save power in the lunar module, and probably at some point power up the comm on some schedule as opposed to having it up all the time. Those things are in the future, and you'll be hearing more about them. To give you some idea where we stand on the LIM consumables, right now with the water that we have in the lunar module descent and ascent tanks, we can follow the profile that we have intended to follow, that is powering down the primary guidance system after the first burn, and power it up 2 more times for mid-courses, and land with still about 12 or 13 hours of water of cooling available. So that is beginning to look like we are in reasonable shape there. We are also studying some ways, possibly getting some more water into the coolant system, and we're not sure how those are going to work yet. On the batteries, we again are planning to follow a course which will end up with about 500 or so amp hours left, which is about 22% of the current or the power available in the lunar module. So that's beginning to look like a fairly comfortable margin. Of course, that is dependent upon following the power profile that we've laid out, and you'll hear people talking about a couple of amps all the way back, and the intention is to follow the profile. I don't have the O2 prediction, but that's generally better than the water in the power. The lithium hydroxide canisters, we have about 50-some hours for the 3 men with the canisters in the LIM, and we are preparing a few techniques for using the canisters and the carbon dioxide scrubbing, which is available in the command service module, and you'll hear some more talk about that on the loop, I'm sure. I think that about summarizes what I can say at first blush, and perhaps my comrades and I can help you with further questions you might have. Brian?
All right, we'll take questions if you'll wait for the mic. Let's start with Roy Neal. He's first up.
Glenn, you've described the situation accurately in terms of hardware. How critical is this situation right now, in your opinion?
Well, I think it is as critical, perhaps probably the most critical situation we've faced so far in the manned spaceflight program in flight. We are about 70 hours from home, and we think we have the situation in control. We've projected the consumables as I've described, and we have a plan for carrying out the rest of the mission, but there's going to be no relaxation at all as far as that goes from now until splash.
The oxygen situation.
The oxygen? I didn't bring in numbers. Merlin, can you talk about
yes,
oxygen?
The oxygen situation, we're, I think, in pretty good shape. We have about 160, or we should have enough to complete O2 requirements for an elapsed time of about 165, 170 hours elapsed.
In other words, we could fly that long with the lunar module oxygen. And I should be very careful to point out that we still have the normal command module oxygen supplies intact in the command module. Those are used for entry and post-entry work.
Henry Simmons. I gather that what was the most critical single thing that had to be done last night? Was it getting that reference platform set up on the LEM before the collapse of the command and service module power?
Well, in my opinion, the most critical thing was people keeping cool and getting done what had to be done. And I think we were able to do that. I think especially the pilots remained cool throughout the whole thing, and so far we've been able to stabilize the situation, and we have every intention of keeping it that way.
What happens if you do run out of water before you come back in? And secondly, it is my understanding that if you went on the suit loop, you might save some oxygen or conserve somewhat. Is there any consideration of this?
If we run out of oxygen, or if we run out of water, it will get warmer in the lunar module. We'll probably have to